Hello anybody and welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. I'm Mr. Devious, or just Deeb, and in the last episode we actually beat the game. And in today's episode, we are actually going to keep playing the game because while we beat the final world and sent King K. Rool careening through the floor of his own castle, there's still work to be done because we only had 88% completion. So without further ado, I'm just gonna ride into Funky's Rentals real quick, just to see what he has to say. Hey, someone's told you I've been extra busy lately. Well, it's something a bit special. If you can find all the DK coins, then you can put them down as a deposit on my ultimate ride. Come back when you've got some more Kongs, I'll keep you informed on how close you are to the jackpot. So that's just something to keep in mind because you may have noticed in one of the previous episodes that one of the bears said something about Funky Kong working on a new ride. Well, that's kind of what that's a reference to, and that's what we're going to need the DK coins for, but we don't have them all. What we need to do now is we need to go in circles around these 4 rocks. And what will that do? That will raise the final world of the game into the site of the map. If I can just dock there real quick. Krematoa. Now, Krematoa is, as you can see, the inside of a volcano, of an inactive volcano, and there's going to be a bunch of stuff for us to do in here. You may be wondering how you're supposed to figure out that you go around those 4 rocks in a circle. And the trick is you got to talk to the bear named Blunder, who is at the cabin just south of this spot on the starting continent. And if you talk to him over and over again, he'll eventually just tell you straight up how to find the Lost World and unlock it. But now that we're here, it's time for us to go into Boomer's bomb shelter. You may recognize the name Boomer from the credits. He's the bear we haven't met yet. Hello, Boomer's the name. Blowing things up is my game. The rest of the folks have stuck me up in here. Something about me being too dangerous or something. My brothers might be happy with those dull bear coins, but I'm only interested in gold ones with bees on them. If you hand me 15 coins, this beauty will be primed and you'll be ready to blow. Then you'll know why they call me Boomer. Fancy giving me some coins then? Go on, have a go. Let's do it, Boomer. Although we only have 74 coins, not a number that's a multiple of 15, but anyway. Good one, Kongs. That's bought you 4 of Boomer's specials. So he's going to hit the button 4 times. We're going to take a step outside. And as you can see, that will blow up piles of rocks that are in our path and actually prevent us access to the levels ahead. So this is what the gold bonus coins are for. It's for unlocking levels in the Lost World. However, unlike in Donkey Kong Country 2, when you could do them in whatever order you wanted, this time around, it's pretty much a straight line. I just went back in when I did not mean to. But I pushed left as soon as I enter, so I left. So we're gonna start off Krematoa with the first level, as is fitting, Stampede Sprint. And that's actually going to send us back to the jungle, which we have not seen since the last world of the game, so pretty much we saw it not that long ago. Now, very obviously, there's a bonus barrel up here. And there's actually 2 bonus barrels up here, and it will give us squawks. This level actually has a Animal Buddies theme going on with it, and we'll see that first with these 2 levels right here, or these 2 bonus level barrels on the top left that'll explain the 2 signs that are right at the beginning of the level. However, you may have noticed the music that was playing when we entered the level, which it sounded like the chase, dangerous music, and that's going to pretty much should give you a hint about what kind of level we're going to be looking at here. Now, Krematoa is a pretty hard world, being the secret world as it should be, which is why I'm glad that I actually practiced. Now, even though I have 15 coins again, I can't use them to buy another blast from Boomer, because the last blast costs 25 bonus coins. And to make up for this number of coins that we need to earn, some of these last levels actually have... What am I trying to say here? They actually have 3 bonus coins instead of just 2, as we've seen for pretty much the entire rest of the game. Now for this part here with Squitter, we just want to jump back and forth between these 2 webs and be careful not for them to run out. at a bad time, and just, you know, kind of keep them replenished between each other. You can only have 2 active at a time anyway, but they are also on a timer, so it's just good to get them both refreshed at a regular rate. And with that, easy bonus coin. But obviously that's not the level itself, so now it's time for us to get to the meat and potatoes of the level itself. We gotta switch to Dixie Kong, and then we're gonna hair twirl over here, and turn into Ellie the Elephant. And finally, we got Perry the Parakeet. On Guard does not make an appearance in this level because there's no underwater sections. So now, we have to jump out of there. Ellie gets spooked by a crowd of mice, and now we're on a rush. We cannot stop running. We are running super fast. And in addition to having to get through all of this as Ellie the Elephant, we also need to keep Perry the Parakeet alive. You don't actually need to keep him alive to beat the level, but you do need to keep him alive to get the bonus barrel. Now, we got killed by 2 new enemies who we only saw in the credits in the roll call at the end of the game previously, Cuff and Clout. They first appear in this level, and they're quite fast, they're quite harmful. Krematoa is pretty much their home base. This is where we're going to be seeing a lot of Cuff and Clouts, actually, and Krematoa is kind of a good example of what they should have done more of, which is using more of the unique Kremlings in more levels. That would have been nice. Obviously, though, we are not going to be something. We're not going to be getting the Kong letters in this level because we didn't get Spider-Man. I forgot his name, Squitter. We didn't get Squitter, so we can't spell out Kong. Now, my tip for doing this, particularly for keeping Perry the Parakeet alive, is to keep your eyes mostly in the upper right for bees, and then let your peripherals carry your jumps as Ellie the Elephant, because if you want to keep Perry the Parakeet alive, you really got to look out for those bees. But we've made it to the end of the level now, and we've found the bonus barrel. Now, because this bonus barrel does come from Perry the Parakeet, you only get 1 shot at it, so you need to be very careful in how you do this. It's another green banana challenge, but this one involves Perry and a bee, and he cannot get hit. Now, this isn't as hard as it necessarily looks. In fact, it's pretty easy, but the tension of having to do this without messing up or redoing the level does make it a bit more stressful. And it's not really a good idea to just ignore the ones above the buzz, because I'm not sure that it gives you enough time to always do that. But we got pretty lucky this time. We were able to get all the bonus coins in this level in a fairly short time frame. And so with that, we bring this level to an end. Oh yeah, one more thing. We get the barrel, the keg, from Ellie the Elephant. So you only get 1 shot at getting that DK coin. But other than that, we beat that level, and we got a gear, of all things. Now you might be wondering, what's a gear for? Let's go back to Boomer's bomb shelter. Maybe he knows what to do with this mysterious gear. Is that a cog you've got there? You know, I reckon it'll fit on this strange box which has been there ever since I moved in. Pop it on and see what happens. Looks like you're going to have to find a few more of them to fit it all together. By the way, Kongs, did I mention that my last special costs 25 coins? But hey, it'll definitely be worth it. Fancy giving me some coins then? Go on, have a go. Let's do it, Boomer. Hey, are you trying to shortchange me? The last person who tried that hasn't landed yet. Okay, we're gonna leave before we get exploded. And with that, I'm going to check the time, even though we've only done the 1 level. Alright, we still have plenty of time to do another level at least. We are going to be moving on to Crisscross Cliffs. And now we're going to be going back to the cliffs level in a very green level at that. These are very like moldy cliffs or something. And the gimmick of this entire level is that we're going to be riding up it on kegs. And also, there's our first bonus barrel right there, so that's nice. Keep in mind that not all of these bonus levels actually have 3 bonus barrels in them, just most of them, and I'm pretty sure that this one only has 2. Of course, I blew up in that bonus level, so we're gonna have to do it again. Thankfully, it's pretty easy to get hit and blech. We want Dixie Kong for this bonus barrel because it's just easier to get these bananas if we get more aerial control. But, you know, it might actually be to a detriment to hang in the air for too long, so I guess it doesn't really matter which one you pick. Also, be careful not to slip off the edge of the cliff and just fall on top of the bazooka who will shoot you with one of those TNT barrels. This is one of the nice things about Krematoa, though, is it does bring back some of the older enemies and treats them in a new and interesting ways, such as Bazooka, who, as we can see here, is using his bazooka in a vertical pattern instead of his usual color. Now, as we ride up, there are going to be red buzzes in our way, and for that we're going to need to get TNT barrels from the bazooka below. So, I'm not sure what that bazooka is doing down there, shooting just barrels up into the infinite beyond. But when you're killing these buzzes, you gotta make sure that the buzz is on screen when you turn it to TNT to make sure that they actually get hit by a TNT barrel. When they're off screen, it doesn't always register. And in fact, sometimes you can just get around having to blow them up entirely because the steel kegs will just not register as hitting anything. There's also a lot of recoils in this level, which is kind of funny. I don't know why, it's just funny to see them just hanging out here. Now there's one that we cannot just get past without killing. But these ones are just like, why are they here? Are they just here to make the jumps up more precarious? For real though, it's not really worth trying to kill those recoils. You don't really get any benefits out of doing it. It's more trouble than it's worth. But now that we've made it up here, we can ride up and search around. I'm pretty sure that there is something around here that we can use. I could have sworn that there was something else in this room, or in this chamber, this little sub-chamber of the level. Well, maybe I'm just crazy. We'll go up, and if there's anything I'm missing, I'll come back and get it. It's been a couple days since I did my practice file, so I'm not entirely up to, like, my memory isn't entirely perfect, I guess I should say. Now this is actually kind of interesting because you kind of have a choice here between taking the right path or the left one to get up above. And in my experience, I tend to go the left one. Why do I do that? I couldn't really tell you. The right path has, you know, clasps. I think that maybe they were thinking you would have to turn it into TNT, go down, blow up the buzz, or blow up the red buzz, and then have to ride back up. But I've never been able to get past those clasps without taking a hit, so I've never really done that. Now that Kong letter is pretty early in this level. Or is it actually that we're quite late in this level? I don't remember, but we're going to be jumping down here on the right side in order to bonk that guy. Bonk him so that we can get ourselves our thing. Our thing? What am I even saying? Our DK coin is what I meant to say. Words are eluding me today, and I can't even land on these platforms for some reason. Oh my god. I am being destroyed by these simple platforms. This shouldn't be the case, given the experience I've had with platformers over the years, but it's not a big deal. Because we made it back up and we found the other bonus barrel of this level, in which we have to bash the baddies. Smog Wastican actually mentioned something funny to me, is that even though crimps appear on the Destroy the Baddies screen, they're never actually featured in any Destroy the Baddies missions. So for the actual mission that we're doing here, you want to ride up to the top and then basically try to hit all of the click-clacks on the way back down, or knick-knacks. And I think that we did it too slowly, but we might be able to make it. There we go. And that is the bonus coin. Now, I think that should be everything we need. Yeah, this is pretty much putting us where we need to be. And we got some classic clasps, like from creeping clasps, making a return. I wonder if I can get around him without hitting him. Nope. Sorry, Smog, I tried. Now, I don't even know if that was necessary, given that the barrels were going right through. It's kind of funny, but the game's... I don't know if this was intentional or not, that you're just able to keep riding up on the barrels, or if object permanency in this game just kind of ruined the effect in a few places. Whoa! And we were able to make it back down, so we can ride the rest of the way up. Now, I don't know if there's anything on the other side of that buzz, and I probably shouldn't have tried, but I'll see you back there. See, that's the way you're supposed to do it, and not the way that I tried it. You're just supposed to jump off the barrel directly to the left, instead of just trying to jump the whole thing, or clear the whole thing in one jump. Anyway, 2 lives, so we got out of that with a profit of 1 life, so ultimately that was worth it. And that brings an end to Crisscross Cliffs. It got us pretty much everything we need in that level. I'm surprised they didn't spell the Chris with a K as well as the cross. I wonder if that was a mistake. Those clowns at Rare don't know how to make a game. I'm just joking. But anyway, I think that'll be a good stopping point for today. We cleared out 2 levels of Krematoa, and the path ahead is clear to the next level. Tyrant Twin Tussle. That's going to be a fun level. But if you want to see it, then I just hope to see somebody in the next one. Bye-bye!